What's your name?
My name is Prem.
Praying.
Yes. Where do you live?
And where are you from, Praying?
I'm from India.
India.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name is Marcelo, and I'm from Brazil. And
Cool.
what do you work?
I'm a software developer. I do mobile applications.
It's
What do
fucking
you
nice,
do?
man.
Seems to
I
be a
work at
teacher.
what?
You seems to be a teacher.
No, just because of the
Yeah,
word.
that's
You know,
the whiteboard.
I just like to study. That it's turning easy.
What do you study in general?
Engineering. It's
Oh,
like automation,
automation of machines or software.
machines,
Oh, that's nice. Um,
and I'm a technician actually.
I also
Or
love science, and I love to find the new facts and physics,
that's very nice.
and how stuff works in general. So um, I love to discuss things about this. So
Yeah.
I
Do
think
you know
there,
this
yeah.
YouTube channel, Smarter Every Day?
No, I don't. I never
You
heard
gotta
about.
check this out. It's fucking amazing.
Let me let me try it right now.
It's a man that does a lot of experience about physics.
I'll subscribe it and check it out. And I would also like to recommend you one channel, and I like it very much.
Okay, go ahead.
It talks about facts. Um, Veritasium. I think if you know, you have heard about this. Give me a moment. This is the channel name, and this guy generally talks about the physics and the theories that are currently in development and scientists are working on. So it's really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
Do you like to study things about quantum mechanics or something in general relativity?
Actually, I like to study like random things like physics, mathematics, math, and like things about body,
Okay.
like
How
uh, phy-
neural connections work, how blood circulations do,
exactly.
how our neural system and reflex action works.
Yeah, the mind,
Yeah, the
like the
mind
brain, the
works.
brain.
Yes, the
Yeah,
brain works. I have even seen the dissection of brain and what lobe or what place is responsible for what kind of actions. So
nice.
I used to be very curious about the origin of universe and why we are in existence. Is it just a probability or someone is controlling us? So
Yeah,
I love to check out these kind of facts.
I have a documentary that is based in a conversation surrounded by a lot of I don't know how to say like sociologists.
Okay,
It's
psychologist.
waking up. It talks about like our lives may
Okay.
be like a dream. I don't know how to say waking dream
Yeah, something like a simulation.
kind of. Do you know when you're dreaming and
Yes.
you suddenly realize you're dreaming?
Yeah.
Have you had this experience?
Um. Yes, I had some these kind of experience, uh, and then I try to wake up, and then again try to sleep so that I can go back to that dream, and solve the purpose that I was doing. So that's a very strange feeling. Um. let
Yeah,
me
for
explain
sure.
an incident of my life when I was dreaming about things. So I was sleeping as general, but I got a dream that I am stuck in a tunnel, and that tunnel is very wet in nature, and one of my friend is helping me to get out of this, and we are and my foot is around 1 feet inside a kind of dirt, and that dirt is made of rotten humans.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. And there was a lots of, it was very messy and sticky kind of substance, and it was very disturbing, with bones and skulls there. I just woke up. I just woke up that am I all right or not? And then I again slept in order to go back to that place to investigate what's going on.
Yeah.
And that
So
was
if
amazing
something makes sense
experience.
to you, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
it's very
I was
crazy.
thinking whether I'm a part of a movie or something, but that was really disgusting, but thrilling at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes our mind like takes some kind of things of our day and makes
Yeah,
like a dream, like mix it up.
yeah. It's like
Very
amalgam
crazy.
of real life and the imaginary world.
Yeah,
So
like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes it doesn't make sense. But to me, in my dreams, almost all the time they mean something to me. I have a really deep connection with my dreams. Like if I'm going through something in my life, for sure I'm gonna dream about it
Dream.
in
Yeah,
a some like dark way. In a I don't know. I just dream about it, and when I wake up, like it makes a lot of sense. You know,
yeah.
it's
and
very
and
crazy.
and when I used to study or do something, sometimes I used to solve the real life problem in my dreams also, and try to use as much permutation and combination of things
You're
away
a
from the
genius.
reality. For example, if you're trying to fit something like this pen into this mobile, it's impossible in real life. But if you try to dream about it, you can do so, because it's
Yeah,
you
I
can
know what you mean.
try, yeah, your imagination.
Yeah,
So
it
s-
happens sometimes in my mind, like for simple things,
yeah,
and I just like I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out, and then I go to sleep, and then like I dream about it, and when I wake up, whoa, I know how to do it for
yes,
like
exactly,
the simple
exactly,
things.
that's the
It's
thing.
like for a genius person.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I
amazing.
feel the same.
Yeah,
And most of
like
the, yeah,
your brain is working while you're sleeping, like
yes, it's
trying
continuously
to think
working, yeah.
about something to figure it out when you're like
And it only
tired.
happens when you are absolutely involved in some very you're involved in very deep thinking, and then you go to sleep, then it happens often. Sometimes
Yeah,
I mix different kind of people in my dreams, like I mix my reality, like from my hometown to the city I live. So I'm living in the
yeah,
city, but I find myself in the hometown, but the people around me is what I talk in general daily life. So
that happens to me a lot.
yeah, so that's that feels very strange if you put someone at some place which is you are not expecting.
Yeah, dreams are so interesting. Like
Yeah,
happens things that you ask yourself, "Whoa, that's cool. That's interesting." It's very excited to have some kind of a dream. Sometimes
yes, that's true.
it's a mysterious ways that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. Recently, I have heard about. I was watching a video of Veritasium, and he was explaining like how gravity is just an illusion. Gravity doesn't exist in general. So that was really fascinating for me. What do you think about it? Like, do you think gravity is is a force or it is just an illusion, in
I
physics,
think
in
that's a force.
relativity context?
I don't have the knowledge about this subject, but
Yeah,
I think gravity exists. Like, I don't know, everything in the world is something, and we just put a label on it.
yeah, yeah.
And
That's what I
gravity,
think.
it's a truth. Gravity exists. Like, it's really deep
Yes,
thinking,
yes, yes.
because it's something that it's a pattern. It happens. If I do that, it's gonna fall.
Yeah, but do the same experiment right now. Can you drop it again? Okay. What if you are also falling infinitely? Will you feel the gravity ever?
Gravity, what?
For example, let's suppose you drop the key, right? And someone dropped you and the key at the same time, okay?
Yeah.
And there is no surface down there. Will you feel the gravity ever? I mean, will you see the key dropping ever? Can you imagine the situation? If
I'm
there
gonna
is no
fall. I'm
reference,
gonna fall with the key,
yeah, someone is dropping you and key simultaneously.
and
Will
I'm
you?
dropping the key while the person is dropping me with the key.
No, you don't have keys. You have key in your front, and you and the key were dropped simultaneously in
At the
reference to
same time.
that person, and there is no surface down there. Will you ever see the key dropping in your reference?
I don't think so.
Do you think there is any sense of gravity in that case? Will you ever feel the gravity, since you
That's
are not gonna
crazy.
hit the surface ever?
Yeah, you don't gonna
You will not
feel it.
feel ever.
Yeah, exactly.
The same way
But
you don't feel when someone is sitting in a train by your side. You don't ever feel that you guys are moving relative to each other, so you don't feel any of the force, right? But someone
yeah,
outside, if he touches your hand, he will feel the motion, right? So it's
yeah,
relative who is watching you. So if you watch everything with respect to this earth, or some any heavy body, you see that gravity is there. We label it as a gravity, but in general everything is falling in free fall. So if you don't interrupt anything, things will never fall, or you will never experience the gravity.
yeah. But gravity is the attraction that's a body creating in the universe. But if
No,
it
no, no.
doesn't
It's
have,
it's it's not. It's little confusing, but it's not attraction. It's a first law of motion that if you push something initially, things will go forever.
yeah,
It's first law of Newton that if you apply some constant force, or if you just push something, something is in motion, will stay in motion forever. So for example, if I push you once, you will be moving forever, unless until someone stops you.
yeah,
So will that be equivalent to gravity? No. So it's an illusion. What happens is the heavy body, you only get trapped in gravity when you encounter a body which is heavier than you.
yeah,
You fall only when something is heavier than you. What happens is the space time is basically this get distorted when a heavy body is placed inside that frame, which is called geodesics. So technically things are moving in a straight line, but if you try to move in a straight line, even in a curved surface, you seems to be falling towards
yeah.
the center. So It's an illusion that feels like some force is pulling you in towards the center of that body, but it's actually a straight line in a geodesics.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
understand what I'm trying to convey?
yeah. Actually, when you're talking, I was like, I remember
Yeah,
a video that a man explained gravity, and
that
they
loop,
yeah, and
space-time
they like
fabric, and something goes around and like this, right?
exactly
Yes, yes, yes.
this
So
video, and then there's a I don't
there's a
know how to
warp
say that.
in between.
That's something that
Surface is
she
stretched and then curved
yeah,
because
and
of the
they put
mass.
a weight on it,
Yes,
and then put another weight, a little heavy, a little
little object, something.
lighter,
Yeah,
and then these. What are you explaining? Exactly what you explained.
yeah, but uh that's not correct uh explanation, because the space-time is not, space-time fabric is not a surface, it's a whole, it contains a volume kind of, it's three-dimensional. So it's very
Yeah,
difficult. It's easy to solve with the surface that you're seeing there's something going into the center, but in general things don't go to the center, because if it's possible then the earth will be go into the center of the sun, which is not happening. So
yeah,
that's a correct, that's not a very correct representation of a space-time fabric. The thing is, when you try to move in a curved surface, you try to get attracted towards the center, even if you're in the straight line by your point of reference. That's the thing. If you want, you can search, you can write somewhere, it's called geodesics. So
Jurassic. Can
yeah,
you type
yeah,
it for me?
let me type it. Geodesics. It's very interesting because it explains a lot of things in the point of view of relativity. This is that term. So I still feel that the gravity is just a fake, something fake that we are considering in physics. But in reality, there is nothing like gravity. It just follow the laws of motion.